you know.
Speaking of drinks and pills and being under the influence, moving on, rapper Lil Wayne met with Donald Trump and praised his plans for Black Americans. Now, Lil Wayne shared a photo with Donald Trump looking every bit the fool with the following caption. Just had a great meeting with Donald Trump. Besides what he's done so far with criminal reform, the Platinum Plan is going to give the community real ownership. Do you believe these rappers being used as pawns? And do you think that Lil Wayne is even registered to vote? And why are his dreads so thin? And what happened to the rest of them? And where did he age? He aged like 40 years in the past 10. What's up?
First of all, his dreads, okay, the hair thinning, that's drugs, okay, because that makes your hair thin and that makes your hair fall out. Second of all, PSA down to the hip hop artists. Stop. Just stop it. Everybody that's in hip hop, stop going down to the Donald Trump. Just stop. We'd like to see all this energy after the election. Let's see if this happens after the election. Let's go ahead and wait until the actual person wins so that you can make sure that you're not a pawn being used to sway votes. Because actually it doesn't look like they care about you at this point. At all. So let's go ahead and use that energy, you know, and shout out to real hip hop artists like Tupac and real hip hop activists. Let's go ahead and use that energy once the election is over. We would like to see you then, Mr. I don't believe in Black Lives Matter. But
you know what? I'm interested to know about this reform. And I know that Kim Kardashian has done some things that has, you know.
She's got a couple of folks out of jail.
Yeah. And so I'm sure that she wants to stay put and in good with him, you know, for the rest of the remainder of his you know, position here. Term that, you know, she wants to be able to aid and help what she, you know, has been doing. So now she's going to have to do that with the new president. I don't know if Trump has a new reform, something that we don't know nothing about, that he's showing these rappers just to reel them in. We don't know. It might just be that, because I don't want to think that they at the 19th hour would just keep dividing the vote and dividing the people with being a pawn for him. I don't want to believe that. I got
some tea today, Lisa Ray.
Oh,
I sat down, and we got to go to break after this, but I sat down for a Netflix documentary with this producer. Her name is Daphne Barak. She asked me to take part in this Netflix special on the times in America right now. She's like, I want people that had any experiences with Trump. And I said, just to be clear, I'm not doing a pro-Trump thing. She's like, no, we want both sides. I'm like, all right, cool. I could deal with that. And it was supposed to be about, you know, how the country's changed and racism and the temperature and all that kind of stuff. So I sat down for that. And then a press release went out just yesterday with all these Black names and saying that there's going to be this event at the White House next month, had all these rappers' names. So I called the person that got me involved. I said, what the fuck is going on? Right? And she said,
Claudia.
Yeah, what the fuck is going on? And she goes, oh, a lot of these Black rappers are going to be coming in December. She said, Too Short and Little John and Bun B and naming all these people. So I said, oh, word, well, I know Too Short and I know Little John. I don't think so. So I was like, let me make my phone calls. I called I called Too Short, and right before the show, I put a video on my page so you can watch it because I bring receipts. And we had a conversation. He said he heard the Trump administration had a lot of extra money from the campaign. So they were going to use it, promising rappers to come on out in December, but they were going to drop this shit before the election to influence people. He said he turned them down 5 times. Good. I called Little John. He goes, fuck no, I'm not doing that. I'm not going. I'm not involved with that. So, but they're putting it out there like they are. So people that are like influenced by these guys, that love these guys because they're dope, look, they're forcing endorsements that aren't really there. So I was like, get my name off the press release because I'm not going in December. I'm not fucking with a Trump administration. So
he won't be there in December. It's
such a sorry, piss poor attempt. If you really cared about us, you had 3.5 years. You should have did it year 1. Don't wait till 2 weeks before the election. Get the fuck out of here with that.
Real talk, girl.
We're going to take a quick break. I'm mad they even tried it. So I had people blowing up my phone to me like, oh, you need to fix it. So you're involved? I'm like, hell no, I'm not involved. And then Vlad TV dropped my old interview from 2013 when I was cool with them. Like, there's a lot of fucking going on. Excuse my language. There's a lot of bullshit that's happening right now.
Really okay with us. It is.
You know what I mean? That's like, it's making people look a certain way, and all that glitters isn't gold. And don't believe everything you see out there.
And I'm glad you're saying that, because a lot of people don't know the trickery of TV and editing. Yeah. So I'm glad you're speaking up. Thank
But
you.
we're not dumb, and we don't have time to be dumb this election. This is one of the biggest elections in
Our
history.
lives.
We have no time for that. Black people are, first of all, half of us had already voted, child. We're not even paying him that bullshit, no attention. He's going to lose.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Oh, you know who doesn't have time? And I know we got to go to break. Maxine Waters spoke about
yeah.
Trump.
Yes, Auntie. Yes. Tell them, Auntie.
She said, and we'll talk about it right after the break. That's my tease. We're gonna talk about Maxine Waters when we come right here on Cocktails with the Queens.
Yes.
So we'll be back. Yes, we're back. Welcome back to Cocktails with the Queens of Messy Mondays. We was going on a political rant because you know one thing about my queen, we love going in about politics, and I love that because a lot of talk shows, some talk shows just want to talk about gossip, and that's cool. There's no shade. There's nothing wrong with that. But I like that we get into the politics, and so much so that Lisa Ray's hair is red, white, and blue.
Yeah, special
That's
effects.
a new statue with me right there.
Yes, I love it. That's just so magnificent.
VOTE means got to vote. Hey, VOTE means you have to vote.
Girl, we got some questions for you about some other stuff in a little bit, Lisa Ray. But no, I want to know,
she's out.
It's all good. It's all good. Before we went to break, we talked about Miss Maxine Waters' auntie. She said she will never forgive Black men that voted for Trump. She continued by saying they will go down in history for doing the most despicable thing. Do you guys agree? Do you ladies agree with that? How do you feel?
Yes, I agree.
I believe that Maxine has been in office for so long that she's seen so much till, the history speaks for itself. She knows the statistics. She knows the politics. She knows the people that's in there. She does marouge with them.
Yeah.
And she's watched this whole campaign in a way in which, solidifies that she's a Black woman. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so she's one of us. And when you think about us as queens, every queen needs a king. And so if we're looking beside us and they're not there, or we're not on the same page, that's a problem. That's a problem because as a whole, we're a family. You know what I mean? If we ain't looking out for ourselves, then who is?
Yes.
We're dividing the army before we even get there. So it's like, man, you gotta go. We are incredible people. We don't ask y'all to birth nobody, have nobody come out of y'all body. So the least y'all can do is uplift us, hold us, and support us.
Amen.
Good. Y'all better clap on
that. That's like you and KJ being in the party and he voting for Donald Trump and you voting for the. You know what type of bullshit that'd be like if I was in the house with Kiwan and he voting for Donald Trump and I'm voting, we'd be here fighting every day.
Okay, about it.
I would assault him in his sleep.
It'd be almost divorce.
Vivica Fox. Now, if you met the perfect guy, he's 220, gorgeous, intelligent, got it going on. You're like, oh my God, he's a solid man with integrity and class, and you love everything about him. But he's vote for Trump. What you gonna do, Miss Vivica Fox?
I'm going to screw him and then kick him out of the bed.
That's my girl.
It's probably one of you think good though.
And you too.
After you fuck me, right? Okay.
This thing ain't even good if he voted for Trump.
Right. It probably ain't. Right. Forget it.